Any doubt? Yes. Remember, you can take it as a tangential force or viscous force, whatever, students. But remember, okay, it is a force which comes in fluid. Fluid means it is a viscous force only. Okay, we can consider it as viscous force is always a tangential force. So in this particular case, I have written here, it is the tangential force. That is nothing but viscous force. We have to, okay, think like that. Okay, then SI unit I written, CGS unit I also I written, okay, scalar, and it is a scalar quantity. Is it okay, students? Any doubt regarding this now? Okay, anyone? Yeah, then we will move to next one, that is illustration of, okay, surface tension. What is the illustration or example of surface tension? We will see few example, a live example of surface tension. So write down illustrations or application or example, whatever it may be, for surface tension. Surface tension. So first one we have to write, okay, raindrops and oil drops, small drops of oil. These two, remember, in our daily life you can see this raindrops as well as small drops of oil. So these always, okay, consist of spherical in nature. Why it is in spherical nature? It is just because of surface tension, means to maintain less surface area. Okay, so it will shows the property surface tension. Okay, so small drops of oil have spherical in nature, spherical shape due to surface tension. Okay, this is the one of the example or one of the illustration you can say. Then one more is surface tension of oil is less than that of, okay, water. So remember, you can see this. So for example, take a container of water. Okay, so just you can see in your daily life also, just a drop, one drop of oil, okay, here. So what will happen is this, the oil will comes on the surface of what, water. It will not mix up. It is just because of what, it is just because of what, it has less density than that of, okay, water. And remember students, one more thing is, it is due to surface tension, it will not mix up, and it will gives you one thin film. Thin film means, so that will gives you, that will consist, okay, color pattern. So have you seen these things? Did you observe all these things in your daily life? Once you drop one drop of oil on the surface of water, so then in the presence of sunlight, okay, what will happen? It will gives you color pattern. Why? Because it is just because of surface tension. Remember, students. So this is happening. Okay, so you can see this in your, okay, daily life also. So when it is spread, when it is, or we can spread, it spreads and forms thin film. This is very important. Thin film means which consists color pattern, okay, above the water, above the water. So these are the two good example to understand what, okay, surface tension. So these two condition will happens under surface tension, remember. Okay, so these two conditions all are under surface tension. Then we will see what do you mean by surface energy. Okay, so next concept is surface energy. Okay, we will move to next concept, that is surface energy. So what do you mean by surface energy? So we already know the surface tension means it is a tangential force per unit length acting on either side of the, okay, liquid surface. So that is nothing but what? Surface tension. But what do you mean by surface energy? So surface energy, what do you mean by surface energy? So last class I already explained, that is molecular theory, isn't it? So where you can get a molecular theory greater, where you can get less, okay, energy, we already know that, isn't it? In the same way, so we can tell the surface energy. Surface energy means what? These are the additional potential energy due to the molecular force per unit surface area. That is nothing but what? Surface energy. In other words, we can write in this way, okay, the extra potential energy of the molecules in the surface of a liquid is called, okay, surface energy. Or you can write one more, if you want you can write this, okay. If you not understood from this means you can write in this way. So the addition potential energy, okay, addition potential energy due to molecular force, molecular force due to molecular force per unit surface area, per unit surface area. So that is also considered as what? Surface energy, students. So you can write in this way also, surface energy. In short form we can write surface energy, it is nothing but it is the ratio of potential energy due to, okay, molecular force, okay, due to molecular force divided by, okay, surface area. You can write in this way also, okay. This is also, okay, good definition for surface energy. Remember students, in this particular case, what is the SI unit? Can you tell me what is the SI unit? Anyone, can you tell me? So why? Because here potential energy is there, energy can always expressed in terms of joule, area is there per meter square. In other words, in CGS unit we can write it as, instead of joule we already know arc per centimeter square. So that is the, yes, good, yes, joule meter square or arc per centimeter square. So this is about, okay, okay, surface energy. Now we will see the application of surface tension or surface energy. So remember students, we can write a few, okay, examples. So what they given in your textbook as well as in our daily life, uh, how to remember these concept by using, okay, yes. So I think Namita, you already studied these things in what, units and measurements, okay. So in CGS system, so we are going to use, okay, so instead of joule we are going to use erg, ERG. So this is the one of the unit to express energy. Just go through, okay, your NCERT textbook, okay. This is the short form of that, okay. In SI unit we are going to use joule, but in CGS we are going to use erg. That's it, okay. Nothing will be there. Next, application of this, okay, application of this concept. What is that application of surface energy or okay, surface tension? So first one, hair sets well when oil is applied. I think in our daily life we already know how dry hair will looks like. It is very difficult to, okay, yeah, correct, it is very difficult to maintain. But once we apply, okay, oil to hair, then what will happen? we can mold this hair in any shape, isn't it? So it is just because of, okay, this reason. Then it is due to surface tension. Second one, when a molten metal is poured into water, the falling, this is also good example, the falling metal stream breaks up into tiny spherical ball. It is just because of surface tension. Why? Because it always consists of spherical in nature to maintain less surface area. Okay, spherical balls, the spherical shape of the ball is due to which region? Surface tension. So many application they given in your booklet, just go through that. I mentioned here. Okay, yes. Then third one, let me to take bits of kapur. We already know that. Okay, in our daily life you can do these type of experiment in your home also. So it will move irregularly when placed on water surface, placed on, when placed on water surface, when placed on water surface. It is due to what? It is due to surface tension. Okay, so the reason behind this one is due to surface tension. So these all are very good example, as well as, okay, one of the application of surface tension. You just go through these things, okay, once again. Okay, then students, we will move to next very important concept is there. Okay, so we will see that. So what is that concept? So that is called angle of contact. What do you mean by angle of contact? So this is very important. Some question may arises from this part also. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So for example, students, let me to take one diagram to understand this. Okay, angle of contact, angle of contact, we can write this angle of contact with the help of theta. But remember students, so for example, we already know in surface tension. So for example, in a leaf, okay, early morning once you see on leaf, you already know how water drop will be, okay, comes. So water drop will be like this. So this is the water drop, spherical in nature. So, but remember, in sometimes on a solid surface, let us consider on glass plate. Okay, so once water comes, means it will comes like this. So water will wets. Okay, water will, okay, wets on what? Solid surface like this. So this is a water. Okay, water, and this is the glass. Solid surface is glass, this is the water drop. Okay, whatever. So see, once I took same glass plate here. Okay, if I place here mercury, mercury will not wet. So it is exactly like a bubble. It means it is a spherical in shape. See the three different diagram here, students. Just what you observed here, students, what you observed here in water glass interface. Interface means it is a boundary which separates the two medium. So this is solid and this is liquid, water drop, isn't it? So this one, okay, wets. This one will wet the, okay, solid surface, but it will, mercury will not wet the, okay, glass plate. So that's why this is, we can consider it as mercury drop, isn't it? So it is exactly what it is, a, okay, spherical in nature. But once you see, once I, okay, draw one tangent for a curve, okay, this point is called point of contact between, okay, water drop as well as solid surface, that is nothing but glass. But remember students, the angle of contact means this is nothing but angle of contact, that is nothing but theta. Now you just observe here, angle of contact for this one is less than what, 90 degree. Less than what, 90 degree here. So angle of contact is less than 90 degree, isn't it? So but in this particular case, okay, how can I write a tangent? Tangent I can write in this way, okay, tangent, this is the point of contact, or in this side, whatever it may be. But remember, once I noticed here theta, so theta will be more than that of what, 90 degree now, isn't it? So this is happening in a different situations, so students. So the now condition as well as situation will be different for different scenario. See, here theta will be 90 degree, here theta will be greater than 90 degree. So this is for mercury. But remember, in mercury, okay, the angle of contact which is nearly equal to 140 degree. How much? It is nearly equal to how much? 140. It is greater than 140, greater than 90 degree, that is nearly equal to 140, okay, for mercury I am telling. But remember, for a pure water, for a pure water, if I took here, if I took pure water, then the angle of contact between glass and that pure water, okay, drop is, so nearly, okay, for a pure water I am telling, so it is 0 degree, okay. So then it is not a pure water, ordinary water what we are, okay, selecting. So then the, okay, angle of contact will be nearly which is equal to 14 degree. So it is not a pure water, it is a ordinary water. This is pure water, means we can say it as distilled water, okay. So here angle of contact is 0 degree, so here angle of contact is nearly 14 degree, less than that of 90 degree. So students, in this way we can conclude a angle of contact. Then how can I write the definition for angle of contact, students? So what do you mean by angle of contact then? So let me to write the definition in this way. Okay, what is the definition? The angle between tangent to the liquid surface at the point of contact, at the point of contact and solid surface. Here solid surface means glass, okay, solid surface inside the liquid, means inside the liquid to this, okay, this angle itself is called angle of contact, students. Remember, this is called angle of contact. I hope you understood. This is the definition for angle of contact, is known as angle of contact. You can draw this diagram also. Okay, let me to write a few, okay, very important point about these things. Okay, so you already written these diagrams. Okay, so let me to take first point. For liquids which wet the surface, so that then angle of contact will be less than that of 90 degree. So that is nothing but acute angle you will get, acute angle. Okay, example, we can write water on glass plate. Okay, ordinary water this is, or you can say pure water. Okay, so that is which is equal to 0 degree. Then for okay liquids which do not wet the surface, which do not wet the surface means what? So for example mercury, okay, which do not wet the, it will not stick. Okay, so then theta will be greater than 90 degree, so then it is called obtuse. Okay, then example mercury on clean glass plate, so it should be clean. If any dust will comes, then angle of contact will be changed again. Okay, so that's why theta may be equal to nearly equal to 140 degree. Okay, so or we can say one more is water on waxy, or we can say oil surface, it will not also it will not stick. Okay, so that's why students in this particular case we can write in this way. Okay, so this is nothing but angle of contact. Angle of contact will be different, and it what it depends on, angle of contact depends always nature of the solid, which surface we selected. Okay, whether it is glass, whether it is plastic body, whether it is wood. Okay, that depends on which okay surface we selected. So that's why let me to write one more very important okay point. What is that point? Angle of contact depends on the nature of solids in which liquid is placed. Okay, liquid is placed, whether you place liquid on glass plate, whether you place liquid on glass or wood, that depends on. Okay, so depending upon nature of the surface, depending upon nature of the surface, the angle of contact also okay varies or changes, we can say. Okay, yes. Next, one more point is there students now. So what is that point about angle of contact? So for example, we can say, for example, I will give you two scenario here. Okay, so for example, this is a glass container. Okay, like this glass container is there. Okay, so like this. So one will be filled by mercury, another one will be filled with water. Then what changes you can see. So for example, water is filled with a glass. Okay, so here solid surface is glass and this is water. Okay, now two different materials are there here, glass and water. Then the upper surface is always, you can see, like this is okay, this is concave. Then what about mercury? Okay, so the upper surface will be raised like this, so this is convex. So this is convex, this is concave. For water, this is water, this is for mercury I am writing. Okay, so two more point I have to write here. So for example, if I took here angle of contact in this way, so angle of contact will be less than that of okay, less than that of 90 degree. Here angle of contact will be like this. Okay, so angle of contact I have to select with what? It is a point of intersection between liquid as well as what? Solid surface. So that's why I have to draw here. So here angle of contact, okay, point of intersection is this one, so I have to draw like this. So this is the point of intersection. Okay, so now what we have to write? So angle, so this is greater angle, this is less than 90 degree, this is greater than, okay, here theta will be less than 90 degree, here theta will be greater than that of 90 degree. That is the case, students. Okay, you must remember all this case. Okay, so it means, so when it is happen, when liquids which wets the container, then these all things will happens. When without, okay, wet, so then how can I write? Liquid which does not wet the container. Okay, this is called, okay, greater than 90 degree. Okay, this is glass surface, solid surface. Okay, mercury. Okay, last point I have to use here. So if we used pure water, then what will happen? Students, remember, once I used pure water in the same case, okay, so for example, if I used pure water, means distilled water, there will be no any, okay, inconvenience. Okay, then the angle of contact will be 90 degree. Remember, it is 90 degree. Okay, but here solid surface you have to take, you must take it as silver. Okay, so interface between now silver and pure water, so then theta will be 0 degree. Remember all these things. So these all are very important in competitive also. They may ask this question in competitive also. Students, remember, when liquids wets the container, I already told you, when liquids wets the container, so for example glass and water, so which one will sticks, right? Easily water will sticks with this, so then the nature of angle of contact will be different, so it will be less than that of what, 90 degree, and it will gives you concave nature. Okay, upper surface will be concave nature, but in this particular case, remember, okay, upper part will be convex, so it will be like this. Okay, so then the theta will be greater than 90 degree when it is happens which do not wet the container. If, okay, you consider pure water, then with silver interface, then theta will be, angle of contact will be, okay, 0 degree. Remember, okay, in your booklet they given briefly. Okay, just go through that. So in short, I written 3 cases in one frame. Okay, the conclusion is simple. Okay, here you will get concave as well as what, less than 90 degree. Here you will get convex, here you will get what, okay, greater than 90. This is plane, means plane this is, so that's why theta will be 0 degree. So that is the case. Now remember, students, for a 1 mark we can use one more concept. On what factor it depends on angle of contact? So they may ask this question for 1 mark. One, what, okay, what factor depends on angle of contact? We will see factors. Okay, depends on angle of contact. Angle of contact, what is that angle of contact factors? So first one, the very important is temperature of, temperature of the liquid. This is very important. Temperature also taken into consideration. If temperature varies, okay, temperature varies means there will be change in the angle of contact. Then nature of solid, I already told you. So if you consider glass, or if you consider plastic, if you consider wood, or whatever surface, rough surface, the angle of contact will be different. So that depends on nature of solid, okay, and liquid in contact. Then addition of impurity, addition of impurity, whether you added impurity on it, okay, So whether you added any impurity in it or not, so that also taken into consideration. So if you, okay, not added any impurity means it is pure means, so for example, let us consider pure water, right? So it is gives you angle of contact will be 0, isn't it? In the same way, whether you added impurity or not, depending upon that, so you can say the angle of contact will be there. Okay, whether angle of contact increases or decreases, or it may be minimized. Okay, that depends on what, whether you added impurity or not, that based. Okay, a last point will be medium above free surface of the liquid, free surface of the liquid. So means which surface is there other than liquid, so it may be air, whatever it may be, other than, okay, other than liquid, which surface is there, so that is also taken into consideration. So this is very important for 1 mark students, just note this point. Okay, so temperature of the liquid, nature of solid, and addition of impurity. So next one is medium above the free surface of the liquid. Then let me to write one note point, we will see few concept, okay, next class. Okay, so what is note point? So this is very important. So let us consider, we will see angle of contact for different material, and in different condition what will be the angle of contact. So angle of contact of some liquid solid surface, it is just for information. Okay, so it is not a compulsory, but for a to understand the concept, okay, it is very important, angle of contact. So that we can write it as theta also, so make it as a column. Okay, so if I consider liquid has a water and solid surface is glass. Okay, so water glass interface, what is the angle of contact is 0 degree, that is pure water, what we consider. Then if I consider water and, okay, silver, both are different material, so this one will be 90. So we already know this. Then water and paraffin, this is also different, so it will be nearly 107 degree. Okay, then kerosene, okay, kerosene and glass, that is 26 degree. The last one is mercury, mercury and glass, we already know this, so this is 140 degree. So this is for different, okay, condition we are going to use angle of contact. Is it okay, students? Yeah, okay then. Okay. So remember students, let me to take one more concept, that is capillarity. So one concept remains in this chapter, let me to complete that. Okay, so we will see that concept, that is, okay, what is that? That is capillarity. Capillarity, what do you mean by capillarity, students? Students, remember in your practical also this experiment is there. So just try to understand. I will tell you in a brief way what do you mean by capillarity. So for example, just take one container filled with water. Okay, filled with water. So this is ordinary water. Okay, once I dip a what capillary tube So capillary tube like this. Okay, then what will happens due to surface tension, this water will rises up to a certain height in a capillary tube. It is just because of surface tension. Okay, so this height itself is called, okay, h. Water will rises up to a certain height due to surface tension. This is happening in water. Okay, but remember, same scenario if I select here same container, but if I filled this container with mercury, but remember, mercury if I use same, if I dip a capillary tube in it, then remember students, it will not rise, it will falls like this, like this. It will falls, it will not rises, it will falls. So this rise as well as falls. Okay, so this, okay, phenomenon of rise and fall of liquids in a capillary tube, okay, is known as capillarity. Okay, I hope you understood what I'm telling. So what I told, so when we dip a capillary tube in water, water will rises in a particular height. Okay, same thing if I did here with mercury, then what will happens, it will not rises, it will falls. So this rise and fall in a capillary tube, so this phenomenon itself is called capillarity. I hope you understood student what I'm telling. Isn't it? Is it okay, students? So simple, right? So let me to write the definition for capillarity in this way. Okay. When a capillary tube, when a capillary tube is dipped in a container filled with water, then water rises up to a certain height, certain height above the liquid. Above the liquid level. So this is the liquid level, right? Level in the capillary tube. While in case of mercury, okay, level falls down. See, you can see this, okay, with the help of this diagram. Okay, now remember students, so this is the water level. Let me to explain like this. Okay, this is the water level, this is the fall down. Okay, the phenomenon of rise and fall of liquids in a capillary tube, in a capillary tube is called what? Capillarity. Capillarity. So simple. If you want, you can draw this diagram for understanding. Okay, so you can write these diagrams. These diagrams are very important. Capillary tube, this is also capillary tube. Here we are going to use mercury, here we are going to use water, that's it. Okay, this is the definition. So simple definition I written. Okay, then example, let me to take a daily example what we can write. Okay, in our daily life we are going to use these principles. Okay, we can see this concept in our daily life also. What is the example? So example for this, oil rises in the narrow space between the thread between the threads of wicks, okay, because of capillarity. You already know in chimney what we call, okay, generally. So in chimney what will happens? So okay, it will blows, right? It is just because of wick, okay, which is made up of some cotton, whatever. So it will absorbs, okay, this oil, and this oil will, okay, rises from here to here, this height. It is just because of surface tension. So and the rising, this concept which, okay, explained by capillarity. So that is the one good example we are going to use in our daily life. Okay, some other example we can write. So let me to write some more example for your convenience. Okay, so one more example is, yeah, in ink pen. You already noticed the ink pen also, okay. Or we can write one more, a towel, a cotton towel we can say, or socks, or cotton socks, okay. Water on account of, okay, capillarity action, okay. Then third one, the fine slit of, in a nib pen. You already know the, okay, ink pen. Olden days we are going to use these pens, okay. Nib or pointer pen acts as a fine pore due to its capillarity action. We can write on paper, okay, we can write with pen on a paper, okay. So this is the example. You can see many example based on this. You just go through, okay, your booklet. You will get many example, okay. So students, then one more is there. Now what I told you, a capillary rise, okay. Capillary rise, that is nothing but we can denote it as h. So that h value will be there, okay. So that height will be expressed as, okay, capillary rise or capillary height. So that height, it has its own, okay, expression. We can write that in this way. So if you want, you can write one more example also here. A sponge absorbs water on dipping it in water due to capillarity. This is also good example. Then we will see expression for, okay, capillary rise. Expression for capillary. So what I told you in a diagram. So let me to write, okay, expression for h. So the formula is 2 into t cos theta divided by rho r into, okay, rho into g, or g into rho, whatever, okay. So this is the one of the equation for what, capillary rise, that height, okay, which Okay, depends on surface tension, the angle of contact, that is theta. Then r means the radius of the capillary tube, gravity as well as density of the liquid. So whether you take on mercury or okay water, that depends on liquid density also. So let me to write here, T means what? Surface tension, we already know that. Then r means the radius of the capillary tube. Okay, capillary tube. Then theta, theta is the angle of contact, angle of contact. Then g means acceleration due to gravity, you know that. Rho means density, density of liquid. Okay students, so these are very important, okay, equations. 2 means some constant, 2 times that of this, 2 times that of derivations, it is not important, remember. So you have to derive in your booklet. Okay, they given derivation, derivation is not important for a, okay, board examination. Okay, so only they may ask, okay, problems based on this equation only. So that's why directly I written equation only. Okay, derivation is not important. If it is important, okay, I will tell you, I will derive that one. Okay, but that is not important on this level. Okay, is it okay students? 2 is any constant, any number it is. Okay, how it comes means we have to derive all these things. Okay, yes. Okay, then students, we will see some problems based on this in my next class tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow maybe sir will engage. We will see. I will inform you. Okay. In advance. Okay. Don't worry. We will see what will happen. Okay. Is it okay, students? Okay. Shall I stop here only? Okay. Okay then. Only one concept remains. Let me to complete that. After that, I will take one more new chapter. Okay. So we will see thermal properties of matter. Okay. Yes.